own me, yeah, you own me well. This ain't no good. In fact, it's only evil. How things worked out just like you wanted to. If you see me out, you know me. Try to turn your head, try to give me
you know my name? If I saw you in heaven, would you be the same? If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong.
When I come to the end of the road and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not for long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that once we shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all part of the master plan, a step on the road to home. When you are lonely and sick at heart, go to the friends we know, laugh at all the things we used to do. Miss me, but let me go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come together this afternoon in remembrance of a special person in our lives, Noel George Blizzard, Coog, or Swampy as he was known to most. A free spirit with a sense of adventure, a unique man who lived his life the way he chose, living in the moment. The lovable larrikin who dared to dream, who lived to have fun. On behalf of Swampy's loving parents, Ashley and Nola, his brothers Philip and Bradley, and sister Gail, children Ashley, Jai and Ella, former partner Lisa, and his grandchildren Gracie and Vincent, I welcome you all and thank you for being here with them today to celebrate his life and to say goodbye to him in a meaningful and loving way. I also welcome all those who are watching online, especially his friends in Yeppoon. Swampy was the type of man that would not want to be the centre of attention, would want little fuss and as few tears as possible. Blunt and to the point, he would want to get this thing done and then go to the pub for a beer. And maybe that's what you'll do in a little while, after you've had refreshments here and maybe started to share some of your stories. Swampy was a colourful, larger-than-life character who lived his life on his terms, who did not suffer fools lightly, and who lived for his mates. Mateship was everything to him. Today, after his death on the 8th of March, we are celebrating his life. But before leaving Yeppoon, his mates celebrated his life with him, holding a living wake. Such was their love and respect for him. He certainly was a jolly good fellow. Attending Somerset Primary and then Burnie High, Swampy neither liked nor disliked school. Not one for the academics, he loved sport and being with his friends. On leaving school, he took a job with Neil Edwards in the skin shed. He was not particularly fussed. He could take it or leave it. Nothing bothered him, not even when he ran the forklift into the wall. Well, maybe it did bother him a little bit because this was the last time he ever got behind the wheel. His brother Phil took him on as a plasterer for a while, and again he casually accepted what came his way. In his mid-20s, he headed to Queensland, easily finding work and enjoying everything that the warm weather and golden beaches offered. He returned home for a short time before heading back to Lizard Island, where plastering work was plentiful after the cyclone of 2014. Swampy was an excellent gardener. His speciality was the non-fruiting tomato plant that both he and his dog on one occasion enjoyed. He would go to put his makeup on and disappear for some time before returning to rejoin his guests. One occasion was recalled when, after cleaning out his fireplace in his unit in View Road, the fire brigade had to be called, as the mix of smouldering embers and a plastic bucket was not a good idea. So, a call was very quickly made to Mum and Dad because Swampy had gone to the pub. So Mum and Dad were called by the fire brigade and asked to get there as quickly as possible to remove the abundant non-fruiting tomato plants before the police arrived. Noel hurriedly threw them out the window onto a vacant block. That was all good, but imagine their surprise 12 months later when the Advocate ran a front page story on the huge crop that had been found on a vacant block in View Road. Thank you, Swampy. Swampy was an excellent cricketer, playing for Yeoman and Caprona. He was said to be a brilliant opening bowler and a hard-hitting batsman. Not as good as his brother Phil. However, he did impersonate Phil one time at the pub up the lakes, pretending that he was the one that played for the Tasmanian team, and he was able to drink all night for free and he had a fabulous time. Needless to say, Phil was rather bemused the next time he was up at the pub and heard the story. Swampy was pretty good though. He did represent the Burnie Cricket League in state finals several times. An above average footballer, Swampy played for the Burnie Tigers and South Burnie, and later for the Gladstone Mud Crabs and the Yeppoon Swans. Sometimes known to party before the game, he played hard but fair and made many mates through his time at these clubs. His passion for the Richmond Football Club was legendary, and he loved to celebrate a win. He hated the losses. He was in his element in 2017, 2019, and of course 2021, when the Tigers won the flag and the celebrations rolled on for days. Having an amazing sense of humour, Swampy managed to stay buoyant and positive after his cancer diagnosis, often making jokes with the doctors about his health issues, never taking himself too seriously, and always stoically accepting what life dished out to him. He lived life to the fullest, happily doing it his way, leaving this world with no regrets. Fly freely, Swampy. May the non-fruiting tomato plants continue to grow for you up there. Rest in peace, mate. Swampy's brother Bradley is going to come forward for a tribute to him. Thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Denise. For those who don't know me, I'm Swampy's brother Brad, and I've just been asked to say a few words about Swampy. But before I do, I'd just like to thank a few people who helped Swampy over his last few months. Firstly, our sister Gail, for what you did bringing Swampy from Yeppoon to your place in Newcastle, then to Sydney to get him on the plane to Tassie. And Uncle Basil for your generous gesture in flying Swampy and accompanying him back home to Mum and Dad's place. To our brother Philip and wife Alice for being at Swampy's bedside early in the morning and during the day. And finally to my daughter Christine, who was up at the hospital with Swampy continuously up until the time he passed. Thank you all. It was greatly appreciated by the family. Well, Noel George Blizzard Cook Swampy, son of Truthful. That is how he introduced himself to people. And just a little bit on him, from a very early age, Noel was cheeky and mischievous. If he wasn't heading into trouble, he was heading out of it. And I remember he was very young, he would be standing on the front fence in Somerset with his pants down, singing out and flashing himself to the people going into the church. And he'd done it more than once, I can tell you. I think he was egged on by his brothers and sisters. And as kids, we would walk the neighbouring streets of Somerset, rocking the roofs of houses, and sometimes it ended up in broken windows, and 9 times out of 10 it was Swampy who done it, because he could throw a rock a fair way and he didn't know where it was going. He also loved it when crackers were about and took a great joy in blowing up the letterboxes, and more than once lighting a full row of crackers and throwing them down the aisle to a full church. That was more than once too. As he got older, he turned his attention to sport and became a very good cricketer and footballer. He left Tassie in his mid-20s and ended up in Yeppoon, Queensland, and that was where he spent most of his time. And he dearly loved that place and soon made his presence known in the town. He quickly formed friendships, which he was known to do, with a lot of people, making many lifelong friends up there. He met a lovely girl up there named Lisa and formed a relationship with her, and it wasn't long before they were blessed with a lovely daughter, Ashley, followed by a son, Jai, and another lovely daughter, Ella. Later on, Ashley and her partner, Tony, blessed Swampy with 2 grandchildren, Gracie and Vincent. He loved all his children and grandchildren. Even though they lived apart, he always spoke fondly and proudly of them. This is a bit on his, when he was in hospital, he was still cracking jokes, he never stopped. And all through his illness, he just kept doing it. And when we was admitting him to hospital, the doctor said to him, "Noel, do you understand why your stomach is so swollen?" And the answer from Swampy was, "Yes, I'm pregnant." The look on the faces of the doctor and his assistants was priceless. It was just crazy. And sadly, on the 8th of March, Swampy lost his battle with cancer. And in closing, I'd like to read out a couple of tributes sent to me from a couple of his great mates who played sport with him in Tassie. One come from Kenny Beaumont. "Well, Coog, where do I start? We opened the bowling together for many years. 50 overs between us and no one else bowled. Can't do that anymore. We drank many beers together. Can't do that anymore. We talked on the phone often. We can't do that anymore. Until we meet again, old mate, you'll never be forgotten. Love you, pal." And one from I'd probably class this bloke as his greatest mate, Michael Chick. He was a great mate who helped him out more than once over the years, Chicky did. Chicky was on his way down to see him, but he just never got here in time. So he sent me this. "Coog, so sad I never made it in time to see your brother. I was about to leave Launceston to head down and whisper in your ear. A great mate since the 80s, and over the last few years, I spent quality time with you, mate. Rest in peace, my brother. Another soldier down. I will no doubt run into you one day and we will catch up for a few frothies and a few royal swans. Rest in peace, brother. You'll never be forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Definitely some stories there that illustrate that lovable larrikin that I mentioned earlier.
Hey, Swampy. Buddy, missing you every day, mate, with the daily chats and beer catch up. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers,
Love you.
Love you, mate.
Was there anyone else who'd like to come forward and maybe say a few words about this lovable larrikin? If not now, I'm sure over a cup of coffee later, there'll be lots of stories to be told. We now have the privilege of viewing a selection of photographs collected by the family that depict aspects of Swampy's life. They've chosen Flame Trees and When the War is Over by Cold Chisel, one of Swampy's favourite bands, to accompany the photos.
Kids are driving Saturday afternoon, just pass me by. I'm just savoring familiar sights. We shared some history, this town and I can't stop that long forgotten feeling of her. Time to book a room and stay tonight. Number one is to find some friends to say you're doing well. After all this time, you boys look just the same. Number two is the happy hour at one of two hotels. And settling to play to you, remember so and so. And number three is never say her name. And all the flame trees will blind the weary driver. And there's nothing else can set fire to this town. There's no change, there's no place. Everything within its place just makes it harder to believe that she won't be around. No. Who needs that sentimental bullshit anyway? You know, it takes more than just a memory to make me cry. And I'm happy just to sit at a table with old friends and see which one of us can tell the biggest lies. And there's a girl, she's fallen in love near where the piano stands, with a young local factory out of worker, just holding hands. And I'm wondering if he'll go or if he'll stay. Do you remember Pack my bags to no place in no time, no day. You and I, we used each other's shoulder. Still so young, but somehow so much older. How can I go home and not get blown away?
A life lived to the full. So many memories that you can cherish now forever. While the family place flowers and say their quiet goodbyes to Swampy, I invite you to think about the role that he had in your life, the memories that you will keep now in memory of this wonderful man.
I left my heart to disciples round K-San, and my soul was sold with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only other vets could understand.
What would Swampy say to us now if he was here with us? Maybe he would say this: when I have gone, cry for me a little, think of me sometimes, but not too much. Think of me now and again as I was in life. At some moments it's pleasant to recall, but not for long. Leave me in peace, and while you live, let your thoughts be with the living. It is now time to lay a dearly loved and respected son, brother, father, grandfather, and loyal friend to rest. Would you all please stand? Swampy, may your love be reflected in all who knew you, and may you continue to live on through the lives of those you leave behind. We honour your life and are blessed to have heard your laughter, seen your smile, and felt your zest for life. You are no longer bound by this world, but a part of it. No longer tied to one place or one time, but free. No longer in pain, but at peace. And so we ask that you go now with all our love. And so into the freedom of wind and sunshine, we let you go. Into the dance of the moon and the planets, we let you go. Into the wind's breath and the hands of the star maker, we let you go. And into the sadness and smiles of our memories, we let you go. Go safely, go with love in your heart, and may you forever be at peace. Now in sorrow, but without fear, we commit the body of Noel George Blizzard, Swampy, to the elements and ultimately to Mother Earth, from which all life comes and to which in the end all life returns. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Grateful for the life that has been lived and for all that life meant to us. May we resolve that while we live, we will make our living of real worth. Swampy, your life we honour, your departure we accept, your memory we cherish. And although there is sadness today as we say goodbye, there is gratitude for your life. We are truly grateful for the privilege of having shared life with you. But rest now at the end of your days. Rest in the hearts and minds of all those who loved you. And so, with love, we shall leave you in peace. And with respect, we bid you a fond farewell. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and shin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold. For we're from Tiger, yellow and black. For we're from Tigerland. With a grin, risking head and shin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and fight. A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and shin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold. For we're from Tiger, yellow and black. For we're from Tigerland. From Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and shin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland.